There goes Cody.
When I ask scouts around the league what his biggest asset is, they always point to his father. His dad is a high school coach that knows how to consistently finish in the top of the school's division. And ever since he was able to walk, he's been on the sidelines for every game. Even after he leaves practice at night, he's still getting advice from his dad at home. And from what I've heard from scouts who watched him play, you can tell the extra coaching has helped. Even during interviews at the combine,
Cody does.
several GMs,
Cody's a good player.
Favorite players to talk to. He has his dad's eye for the game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him become a coach one day himself. I like him a lot, and he'll be a great addition to the team.
Bob Frick, I'm sorry, man. I forgot about Cody's draft story. But, again, we had two wide receivers that just went over 1,000 yards. It was not a need.
Rams have just made their pick.
And then there goes Luke right behind him.
One of the most dominant pass rushers in college football last year, getting everyone's attention after netting over 20 sacks and setting a new school record. He started seeing double teams at the line midway through the season, and that still didn't stop him from getting to the quarterback. Scouts all agree that he is a rare combination of strength and burst off the line that make him a threat on almost every play. He's a real difference maker for a defense, and he should be a starter for this defensive line in no time.
Dang.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
All right. Here's the Heisman.
While you wouldn't normally be surprised to see a quarterback winning the Heisman, it's his electric style of play on the field that makes him a little more intriguing versus previous Heisman-winning quarterbacks. He was one of the most exciting players to watch in all of college football, making plays with his arm and his feet. He's an escape artist, turning would-be sacks into dazzling touchdown throws.
Dang.
He's gonna need to learn
He didn't look that fast, though.
more in the pocket in the NFL, but I'm excited to see what this Heisman winner will do for his new team.
All right.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Here we go. There goes Sproles.
The Saints are now on the clock. All right, team is now off the clock. Adam Schefter, can you tell us about their newest player?
He's a durable lineman who set a team record for consecutive starts, never missing a game
All right.
throughout a decorated 4-year college career. Ross Tucker praised his footwork leading up to the combine, where he did not disappoint, solidifying his position as the draft's top offensive line prospect. He has the potential to be the cornerstone of this offensive line for years to come and should provide consistent protection for a franchise quarterback. This is a great pick.
Metcalf is still there. Caesar Dyer, Mike Luke are probably the way to go. We could probably get him a little bit later. I think that's probably the best way. The best thing to do. Mike Luke, Caesar Dye, maybe if you guys want to make a case for Miles Metcalf as a future replacement, obviously, for Joe Thomas, who is getting older. I don't need to trade down. We have plenty of picks. Everybody's saying Luke. Let's do it.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
78 overall. Normal development, though. 91 speed, 85 route running, 87 catching, 93 jump, 88 spectacular. I mean, this guy is great. Like, once we get his awareness up, I mean, great, great player. Fights for extra yards. 93 agility. 85 release. Yeah. Good player. Going to be great in the slot for us. I mean, this guy might kill it in the slot for us. Really looking like a good player there.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. All right, let's go to Adam.
There goes Hollier.
More on this pick.
The title of workout warrior gets thrown around a lot, but if there's one guy who deserves the tag...
Ah, Dye's gone. Dang.
I guess he wasn't satisfied with his combine numbers since he requested a redo on every physical test during his pro day. And boy, he sure did disappoint. From the 40 to the 3-cone drill and even the 20-yard shuttle, he was faster across the board. This is the kind of linebacker defensive coordinators drool over. He has the speed to move from sideline to sideline and slide into the nickel to cover the slot. After his workout was over, he even asked scouts if there was more they wanted to see. Seriously? I like this guy's attitude, and I know the team will too.
Nice. I think we got to go Murrell here. Murrell maybe? Eduardo Murrell. We need a defensive end anyway. We need depth there. I know they said he was inconsistent in the draft stories, but I mean, his combine's better than the other guy that just went with 21 sacks. He's also younger, only 22 years old, plenty of time to learn and grow. I think this has to be the pick.
All right, now that the picks in, let's go to Adam.
All right.
What can you tell us about this guy?
He entered the season drawing comparisons to some of the most feared defensive linemen in NFL history after a mid-season disappearing act that saw him record just 2 tackles in 5 games.
Dang.
Many scouts were left shaking their heads in disbelief. Even with the growing concern over his lack of production, there were some GMs who felt his poor stat
93
lines
hit power.
were a direct result of the increased focus he began receiving as a result of his hot start.
There you go.
One pointed specifically to reports of offensive coordinators fashioning entire game plans around avoiding him, knowing that
Yes!
the linemen were incapable of picking up his mantle. He'll now have a chance to prove believers right, as he's expected to see significant playing time in the preseason with a line far superior to the one he had in college.
There we go. So his struggles explained, the other team would focus entirely on him.
The Titans.
We got a good player there.
Can you tell us about the Titans' newest player?
Some interesting news came out of his pro day when coaches called the workout off early. He was beginning to show signs of exhaustion, and they were worried he wouldn't be able to make
Yeah, that hit power is brutal.
drills. Workhorse running backs are becoming a rarity in the league, but you want to see your tailbacks have enough stamina to play an entire game. He's going to need a lot more conditioning, and we'll see if he can be ready for the team's training camp.
This guy, you know, he doesn't look that bad as a potential replacement for Thomas. He was projected to go early first round. They're saying early second. He has B+ pass block. My big concern is his strength. No, NYG, I don't think so, man. Not tonight, dude. I'm coming down with a cold. Today has not been the easiest stream for me. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm lacking the energy that I usually do. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm not feeling all that great, so a whole nother season would take 2 hours the way we've been doing it. 3 hours, really. We're at nearly 3 hours in this stream already. Alright, so watch list. This guy had 25 reps. Ugh. Let's see. Let's see. Where do we go here? What are y'all thinking? I mean, those guys I could get later on. So I don't want to take them with this pick. Honestly, if we were going to take a flyer, this might be the guy to do it with. I don't know if this is going to be a good pick, but you've got to remember, if we look over, we still have 2 other picks in the second round. We have 2 third-round picks. We got picks for days. If we're going to take a flyer, this might be the time to do it. And he might not be that great, but we don't need him to be great now. We just need him to learn behind Joe Thomas for a few years and then take over. His pass block for left tackle's already solid. I think you said look at the outside linebacker. Which one? This guy with the hit power. Looks solid. I like this guy, though. I like this guy a lot more. So if I'm taking a left outside linebacker, I'd prefer that guy. This guy, we might end up taking anyway. We might take them both and just see who plays better. We have the picks to do it. But as long as that other guy is down there, like, I don't feel like it's as big of a need that I need to pick it right this second. I'd rather... I'm worried about what happens when Joe Thomas retires. You know? So I think we take a flyer here. Bright. Is Bright that guy? But again, this guy's right here. So you look, hit power, you know, it's 1 point lower, but he's higher on finesse moves. He's higher on pursuit. He might be higher on block shedding as well. We just don't know. Whitaker. Now everybody's saying Whitaker. Is Whitaker the left tackle? Yeah, I think we go Whitaker here.
The Vikings are now on
75 overall. Okay. 85 strength, 86 pass block. I'm cool with this. That is perfect. Run block can improve. Obviously, and again, we don't need him to start right now. This is not a starter. This is a project player. So if you're getting a 22-year-old 75 overall project, I think it makes a lot of sense. Welcome back, Q-Ball. I think that just makes too much sense since we have all the extra picks anyway.
The Rams are now on the clock. The
Here we
Steelers
go.
Are now on the clock. The Patriots.
A 71, huh? Yeah, he was stronger than I was anticipating. I would have liked 90 strength, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. All right, more pick time. Here we go. Let's see. Watched. I mean, I'm not against taking Bright. I need depth at defensive end. I don't know if I want to spend that depth here, though. I do need to take Porter. I might do that with my next selection. But I don't want to take him yet because he's projected to go into the 3rd round. Well, they're back-to-back picks. I might as well, take him now? Might as well take Porter now. Do you guys want to... Are you guys cool with taking Porter now? We have back-to-back selections. He's projected to go next round. I'd rather go ahead and take him now and not even risk it since corner is such a big need. Yeah, it looks like you guys are saying take Porter. All right.
Porter is the pick, Adam. What do you know?
He's a very athletic defensive back, but if you watch his combine tape, you'll see why he's on defense and not a receiver. During the pass reaction drills at Indy, he had a hard time hauling in any passes thrown his way. Some passes he bobbled, some passes he missed by a fingertip, and at least one pass he flat dropped. He may be able to make a play on the ball with his agility, but I don't think he has the playmaking ability some teams want in their defensive backs. It'll be interesting to see how soon he gets on the field for this team early in the season.
Man, that was our thing. We needed playmakers. That's fine. That's okay. He's going to be a day 1 starter. He looks solid at corner. But we do need some playmakers as well. All right. And again, here's the thing. I want Mulligan more, but I'm not against taking Bright just because I do think he's probably going to be a good player. There's really not a corner here that I value. I'd like to take this guy, but I could take him in the 3rd round probably. Don't need a safety all that much. I didn't scout them a whole lot because it wasn't a huge need. This guy did have a good combine, though. Let's see. Wide receivers. Maybe find another guy here. I don't know. Take Mulligan. Mulligan's projected to go in the 7th round. I'm not taking him in the 2nd round. I'm taking Mulligan. I'm just not taking him in the 2nd round when he's projected to go into the 7th. Maybe let's just take Bright. He's too good a value to pass up on. He's the only sure thing that we have right now. Having too much talent's probably a good thing. We can move players around if we need to and find the best fit for them on the defense with each other. Here we go.
He was always a physical player, and all the tests confirmed it, but what scouts saw at the All-Star game was poor technique. It looked to me like he was playing a little too aggressive, and it worked against him. I spoke with one coach who seemed to like him, but also said he needed to be taught how to tackle properly. He had a lot of success on physical play alone in college, but that won't work anymore in the NFL.
All right, I mean, still very talented. What up, TJ Linked? What up, Linked? How you been, man? All right. Next user pick.
Now, who has more on the Bears' last pick?
Matt Miller was glued to the ongoing
Bears,
soap opera
Moreland.
that was his story this season. A feared pass rusher, he couldn't quite seem to play with the same intensity on a week-to-week basis.
Linked, you're
Some
alive.
weeks he looked absolutely unstoppable, terrorizing opposing quarterbacks. Others he looked out of place, struggling to make any sort of impact, even taking himself out of the game multiple times in fits of frustration. Some GMs I spoke to felt that his lack of consistency was due to a lack of maturity, something that can be easily addressed by the right coaching staff. This pick could have tremendous upside or could end up as a what could have been story. It should be interesting to see how this saga plays out.
Here we go. Been good, Linked. Glad to hear it, man. Oh, only a 70 overall? I thought he'd be better. I don't know why. I mean, he's only a 70, but I quite like what I'm looking at right here. 89 speed. It could be better, but it's not bad. 84 man coverage, 79 zone coverage is solid, 76 press is solid, 70 catches very solid. He might just be, yeah, I think it's just poor awareness and poor play recognition. Obviously his tackle sucks too though. Tackle's not ideal, but I definitely kind of figured he'd be better than that.